Ready, set.
43. Mike's 43. Here we go, G. Here I come again. Here I come.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Topper!
I got him. Mike's 43.
Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 21 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Got it.
56, Mike, 56.
Yeah.
Tight end left. Hey,
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
18 Gator.
58 right there. Come on, D!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Down. 60 or.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Slow him down.
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got work.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he floated one out there incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike's 56.
Snap.
Now back to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all